The size and scale is massive. And so when we talk about exchange rates, payments, legal processes, paperwork, all of these things used to be like antiquated systems. Give us, our audience, an idea of the technical challenge that it was to integrate all of these things, because like we just said, it is quite challenging to hire someone internationally. There's quite a bit of paperwork you have to file. That was the old way. Now we have Deel. Give us an idea of the technical challenge that you and your team figured out how to solve.
So first of all, I'm sure that to understand that, hiring someone in Spain is very different than someone in UK or Netherlands or Canada and so on. So in Deel, first of all, we have a large legal team and we know like how to automate the creation of contracts. We do everything from the contracting side to the actual payments and even the invoicing. For that, we had to support multiple types of payment service providers, or PSPs in short. Of course, bank transfers, but also stuff like, PayPal, Payoneer, even Coinbase for crypto. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
And practically every exchange rate in the world. Now, imagine like it's quite simple, right? If I'm a company and I'm hiring like one engineer in some place, but what if I have like 20 of those, or 50, or 500 in different countries, currencies, payment method, and you can pay them all like in one button click. Like I find it amazing, to be honest. I still do.
Oh yeah, it is amazing. Like I said, for anyone who's not actually done it, this is not an easy feat. Give us an idea of what the engineering challenges were, because like we understand like there's a lot of logistic hurdles, and it's great to have a team that can do the research and paperwork. But from my perspective, I recognize this. Like for example, a lot of government or public entities, they may not have the right infrastructure or systems to easily integrate into. Like it can be a bit of a challenge. You might be supporting antiquated technology. It was revealed, for example, that during just a couple of years ago, that multiple state agencies, it was revealed in the United States, they all run on COBOL, and like they had no engineers that knew the language anymore. So like government systems were starting to like come to a absolute halt because no one knew how to program in COBOL. Or did you face similar challenges to be like, hey, how do we integrate this country? How do we integrate their systems? How do we integrate the payments?
So like we are doing like it mostly ourselves. So on the tech side, we like from the beginning went with like top-notch technologies. We are fully on the cloud. We started with serverless. Now we use Elastic Kubernetes. So this is on one hand. We do everything like in-house. So generation of contracts, integration with payment service providers, generation of invoicing. We also like automate the invoicing from the client to contractors, we call them. And we also like even like if our clients have their own like invoicing system like NetSuite or Xero or others, we even like go ahead and push it directly to the system. So this is another challenge we had to deal with. In short, you can say that we have like 3 types of cluster integration. So integration with payment services, integration with accounting software, and even with recruiting software. Because what can be easier than have like your own recruiting system like Ashby or something like that, and then immediately like have one button like hire with Deel, and everything is moved to Deel, creating a contract. You just need to review and sign. This is 2022, no?
Yeah, exactly. Listen, I remember developing training for PeopleSoft in the past, and it took like literally 120 steps to even put a job posting on, let alone hire somebody. Give us an idea. What about on the front end? Because Deel is really widely known also for ease. You kind of hit at it before. Like how many people and does the front end team report to you, the user experience team, or do you guys have it set up so that the product team mostly handles the user experience side?
So it's both of everything. Like we really believe in like really small teams. So every team is made up like, 6 to 7 engineers at most. So in every team, you'll have like a team lead, a couple of backends, couple of front-end guys, a product manager dedicated to the team, and usually also a product designer giving visual designs in tools like Figma and so on. And that team has like a standalone unit. They plan their own sprints. We have weekly sprints, but mainly they can execute and deliver it because product itself on the tech side, it's built on microservices, it's built on pods. That means that every team can actually go ahead and push stuff to live very fast. I can tell you like we can push stuff to like live almost every day. Just today we deployed like 3 times to live, And this is amazing. So on one end, the front end guys really have like a really strong companion from the product team and designers. And on the other hand, we do many iterations on everything you see there, because this is product that serves like people from many countries, as you can see, right?
That's right.
Everybody should understand that. So we always try and learn. Like when we get feedback, I'll have some screens that we've done like over and over again, just to simplify, make everything smooth and look amazing. And we continue doing so.
To give our audience a flavor, we got some facts I pulled up for how big Deel is right now. It supports over 7,000 organizations across 150 countries. It itself, Deel, employs over 1,000 people worldwide in over 70 countries. And Yaron has a unique experience, which I want to talk about next, which is when he started the Deel engineering team, when he started, it was 3 people. He has now scaled to, your team told me 166, but you probably have hired someone since they told me this. 166 people across 15 countries in a less than 2 years. And the way you describe your team is it sounds like teams of teams. And so did you already operate like this team of teams concept at another previous company? Or is that something you developed at Deel in order to move at the speed which you needed to grow this fast?
So one of the things that you need to do when you come to a place like Deel, like you need to come like flexible in mind, and you need to adjust your processes to do so. So from the beginning, it was clear that Deel was to go extremely fast. We're doing something good. The need was apparent, and we had to move really fast. So one of the things that we need over there is like really crunch down on what is the hiring process and how fast can we find amazing people. This is one. And second is the selection of the technologies. Which technologies should we select that allow us to find amazing talent all over the world, and not just like in the US, UK, France, and so on. And we started moving very fast and growing very fast. And then in order to keep cadence and to keep functionality and new stuff coming up in the same speed, you have to divide and conquer. So it's both the infrastructure of the backend that allows you, each team to ship its things relatively very fast without stepping on each other's toes. And on the other hand, like keep growing and keep like recruiting. And as said, I think it's already 3-4 new ones just today.
And your team told us you have unique characteristics about recruiting. So in order to recruit that fast and scale that fast, you have to be, like you said, you got to be really good at recruiting. They told us that you have an interesting thing where you can kind of tell if someone's going to be a good fit within 5 minutes of a conversation. What
I don't know.
What are you looking for in 5 minutes?
I don't know. Like I think like I've recruited personally over 300 engineers myself over the time. So like when I'm meeting the candidate is after like he did some filtering, like years of experience, a good, strong home task, interviews, and so on. And you already start speaking to him on the tech side, and you can very fast understand if like this is the guy you want. Add on top of that energy, optimism, startup mentality, attitude. Very fast I can tell you like if the candidate is good or not. This is one. And on the other hand, as I see so much talents for so many different places in the world, I also have like sensitivity for the country that I'm like hiring from. For example, Latin America engineers are super warm, super talented, and like the conversation is really flowing very fast. On the other hand, engineers from Europe are usually like more implicit, but they are super talented and really code machines. So you need to know how to talk with each and every candidate and take this account as well. But yes, usually it's like I can decide in 5 minutes, and we do like 10 more minutes, like just to be like understand that we're on the same place, and we try to close. And by the way, the Deel platform allows me like to finish the call and send them a fully fledged contract within 2 minutes. I more or less like need to input the rate, the start date, the country, anything specific that we match, and everything is already generated. They get an invite to the platform, they sign up. It's amazing.
Hey, thanks for watching. This segment is brought to us by Salesforce Platform. Visit salesforce.com/newsletter to discover timely insights and useful tips tailored to your role. Subscribe to the channel and get more great IT and tech interviews with top industry leaders.